I know a lot of writers kind of like to write everything. Are you saying that they need to find a specific type that they have to write?
That's a good question. I'm not an advocate of people that say you should find your thing and just stick to it, because, you know, as we know, some of the greatest writers in history did write a bunch of different kinds of things. However, these days with the volume of stuff that is out there, it's kind of a numbers game. The thing that you're going to write that's going to stand out will more than likely be the thing that you do best, because you'll be able to do it the best. And then if you do that the best and you love that and you enjoy it and you can say, you know, I can see this being my thing for a significant amount of time and I would love that, then I think that's a great place to put your focus, because you're going to pour effort into getting better at doing that, and you'll more than likely, I would say you will be able to break through and become a working writer. And then after you've established yourself, if there's that one indie story that you've really been wanting to tell and do, you'll be able to do that. But in a sense, if you're thinking of a projectile trying to break through a surface, the more point it has and the more focus, the more likelihood it's going to break through, rather than being just like a flat everything, if that makes sense. So I would encourage writers to focus on what they love and do best, because more than likely they'll be asked to do that a lot in their career. So if you don't love it, I'll say it this way. I love romantic comedies. I would never want to make a living writing romantic comedies, so it doesn't make sense for me to spec a romantic comedy, because if I succeed for some reason doing that, then I'm going to be asked to do a lot more romantic comedies. And if that was just the one-off that I happen to do, and I say, well, no, I'm actually an action thriller guy, they'll be like, but I don't, and then that could derail you. So
essentially you believe that someone should know their brand starting out, and then they can kind of branch off a little bit once they've had some success?
That's a good question. I don't like to use the word brand, though it is kind of helpful and utilitarian in a way. I would say it this way. It is advantageous to know what you love and love to write, and to do that as a priority. Not that you can't write other things and experiment and try different things, but as long as you know what it is that you love to do inside of each of those stories, and it is obvious how you're doing that, that will help you break through. The more diffuse and varied you are, while that creates an interesting portfolio, it also confuses people that are trying to put you in their business plan, in a sense. It's kind of rough to say it that way, but people are trying to figure out how to create momentum in the marketplace. And when you don't have enough handles for them to kind of think about you as a creator, that's going to hurt your chances. Sadly, that's just kind of how it is.
Well, at the end of the day, it is a business. We have to remember that.
It is.